Hello to my dear and lovely students. Students, I hope you all are fine. Okay. Students, in the previous class from your English grammar, we have started the first lesson nouns, and I have told you to do the previous self-assessment, no? So I hope you have done. So once if you have completed, maybe after few days or few weeks, we may check your copy. But before that, let's start our lesson noun. So in the previous classes we have already done what is noun, yes or no, and we have seen how many kinds of nouns are there. Now can you please tell me what is noun? Yes, a noun is a naming word. A noun is the name of people, animal, place, things, ideas and group. And we have also seen how many kinds of nouns are there. So we have gone through this: common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, and again collective noun. So today and the day I have given you from page number 12, fill in the blanks with the given collective nouns. I hope all have you done. So today we are going to start with the same page number 12. Have a look. Nouns can also be categorized into countable and uncountable nouns. So here we have seen countable and uncountable noun also. Countable nouns are those that can be counted, like 1, 2, 3. These are countable, yes or no? When I say bed, you can count the bed. When I say sofa, you can count the sofa. When I say book, you can count the book, yes or no? When I say children, you can count the children. Okay, so these are all countable noun which can be counted. Uncountable nouns cannot be counted. They do not have plural forms, and this is the most important point, my dear. Uncountable nouns, they cannot be counted, this you know. But the next important point is that these uncountable noun, they do not have any plural forms. Okay, like for example, can you please give me a kilo of sugar? We cannot say can you please give me a kilo of sugars. Will you be able to say no? Because uncountable noun, they do not have any plural form. Okay, so uncountable noun are sugar, okay, then hair, 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 yes or no? Sugar, hair, oil. So these are uncountable which we cannot count. So next page 13. Have a look. The quantity of uncountable nouns can be indicated by word suggesting amount, size or portion. So here, how can you indicate that it is an uncountable noun? You can indicate it by the word, okay, like amount. How much amount do you have? We used to ask, no, when we are talking about money. Then, what is your size? What is the size of the elephant? So these are all uncountable noun. Or portion. How much portion of cake have you eaten? That way. Examples: a kilo of sugar, 2 bags of rice. So these are all uncountable noun. I hope students you are clear enough with this countable and uncountable noun. So here are some exercises given to you. Fill in the blanks with the correct forms of the given noun. State whether they are countable or uncountable. So here are some of the words that are given. So you have to take the help of this table. The words book, advice, difference, journey, wisdom, species, water, are, euro, Goa. So these are all countable and uncountable noun. So you have to fill in the blanks. So this you have to do as an assignment. Okay. So now let's go to next, that is possessive nouns. So what is possessive nouns? Possessive nouns are used to show belonging. Okay, so possessive nouns, remember, these are used to show belonging. Belonging means whose it belong to, like mine, no, the book is mine, so it belong to me, so it's mine. We can use apostrophe, okay, apostrophe or apostrophe s with nouns to show possession. So remember, in the possessive noun, we can use apostrophe or apostrophe s with the noun. Why? To show the position. Example, have a look. Ram's bike, John's book. Have you seen? Ram's bike, John's book. Ram's, R-A-M apostrophe S is there. Then John's, J-O-H-N apostrophe S. Next, have a look at the important point. Sub number A. For plural nouns ending in S, we add only the apostrophe after the noun to show position. So remember children, for the plural nouns that is ending in S, okay, when it is when the plural noun end in S, we add only the apostrophe after the noun. So we don't need to add apostrophe S, but only apostrophe, that is after the noun, to show the position. For example, lions, okay, it is given lions, so just we have put the apostrophe only. Footprints, wasps nest. Lions, footprints, wasps nest. Number B, when a proper noun ends in S, the apostrophe comes after S. So remember children, when the proper noun end in S, the apostrophe also will comes after S. Okay, like example, James guitar, Charles hat. So have you seen, after S only you are finding the apostrophe. So next, number C. For compound nouns, the apostrophe is added to the last word to show position. So remember, for the compound nouns, the apostrophe that is added, it should be in the last word, okay, in the last word, apostrophe S. Why? To show position. For example, sister-in-law's house. So have you seen LAW apostrophe S? It is not given LAWS, it is given LAW apostrophe S. So sister-in-law's house, commander-in-chief's badge. So these are all compound nouns. So I hope you are clear, my dear. So again, some exercises are given. You have to rewrite the sentence using apostrophe S. So this also, please do it. If you have any problem, you can get in touch me and you can ask the question which is your problem. Okay, so now let's go to the next page, that is page number 14. Number D, this is also an exercise is given. Insert apostrophes where required and rewrite the sentences. So here the sentences are given, so you have to insert apostrophe according to the sentence, and after this you have to rewrite the sentence also. Okay, you cannot write the same sentence, you have to rewrite the sentence after inserting apostrophes. So this all you have to do as an assignment. So what we have got, let us have a brief recap. In this chapter we have got to know about the noun, that a noun are the names of people, animals, places, things, ideas and groups. So next we have also find the kinds of noun like common noun, proper noun, abstract and collective noun. So common nouns means common nouns are general names of people, animals, places or things. Okay, like the sheep grazing in the field belong to my uncle. This is an example. Then again we have also seen that proper nouns are specific names of people, places or things. Example, Sarah, Zain and Daisy go to City High School in Dehradun. Next is abstract noun. Abstract noun are the names of feelings and ideas. They are things that can be experienced or felt but not seen or touched. Example, the determination of the injured gymnast to win the medal won everyone admiration. So next, last is collective noun. Collective nouns are the names for a group or set of animals or things considered a single unit. Example, a murder of crows, a parliament of owls, a bouquet of flowers. So this, then again we have also got today the countable and uncountable noun. So countable nouns are those that can be counted. Example, 3 chairs, a pair of sofa, 2 broken side tables and 5 old stools in the drawing room. So these are the examples of countable noun. The next is uncountable nouns that cannot be counted. Uncountable nouns are the nouns that cannot be counted. So they do not have plural forms. Like, can you please give me a kilo of sugar, 2 bags of rice and a 20-liter jerrycan of water. So these are all uncountable noun. So next we have also found possessive noun. That possessive noun are used to show belonging. We can use apostrophe or apostrophe s with nouns to show position. So children, I hope you all are clear with the explanation. Don't worry, if you have any problem, you can get back to me as per the schedule. Thank you.